Let's do the reading. You feel like you're all alone in what? In seeing things differently, in seeing things beautiful, in seeing things with life, seeing sun shining out of everything and everyone's ass. You feel like you're the only one that's seeing this kind of God's beauty, the essence of the source in things. You feel alone. You do feel alone. What's the point? The point is judgment is going to come, right? Okay, why is judgment? Oh, the judgment's about to come because the reason for you feeling this lonely and all of this is because some person put a lot of work in making sure that you would feel this way, just because their desire was, it's one of those people, you know, I am mirror, mirror on the wall, is I the prettiest of that all? Yeah, the crazy person. Basically, they need to be the best in everything. They need to be the prettiest in everything. They need to be the smartest in everything. They need to be all that. We all know a person who's trying to be better than others does not understand the concept of variety. That actually is the very concept that connects people, cultures, races, religions, beliefs, structures, connects the world into one, a physical and non-physical. A person who wants to be better than others is the one who's actually incomplete in terms of search of their self and soul. They're insecure. They haven't worked on themselves. Thus, they must feel elevated compared or in comparison to another person so that they can validate themselves for not working on themselves. Do you understand? It's complicated. Rewind and re-listen because this is important. They wanted to be the best, and that person, like, no one needs to be the best. There's no such thing as the best, guys. There's just different. There's like best on one thing and best on the other. You know, like someone can be a best ballerina and someone can be a best singer. The best ballerina cannot be a best singer. And what does it fucking matter if I'm a best ballerina and a year later I'm not because someone's better than me? Am I supposed to feel insecure about it? No, I'm supposed to be happy that the new star made its way into the world and it's going to have its imprint and bring joy and love and beauty to this fucking shithole world that we're living. Anyway, this person drawing from the dark well, they do have a relationship right now, and this relationship keeps them afloat. Why is that? Oh, because without relationship, they do not feel whole. You see? So you can recognize this person as someone who always needs to be in a relationship. This person just always needs to be in a relationship. I must have a girlfriend. I must have a boyfriend. I must be married at all the times because that validates me. Because alone, I'm nobody. So that's your monkey business doer. Oh, well. Interestingly, though, is this her? Is this him? Or is this you? Ooh, yeah, it's them. They believe that they have the power to do whatever they want, right? By the will of God and the devil. For some reason, this person decided that they have been granted the go from the devil and from God. Why is that? Oh, because they're the prettiest of them all. Oh, sweetheart, you stupid, aren't you? Anyway, it's an illusion, and yeah, this philanthropic side of you that you decided to capitalize on, right? Like, I'm the philanthropist. I stand for the females, yes, and I take money from it. Psycho babbling bitch. Well, that's your dark side, and it's funny because you've read a lot of books, right? You read a lot. It looks like it. I'm talking to your enemy here. So this person has read a lot of information of how they educated them on how to make money on this specific subject. Not that they really give a shit about this subject at all. They just want to be on top. They want to be special. You see, like, I want to be special. Are I special? Well, are you? Well, it looks like she learned a lot, or he learned a lot, studied a lot. You got to give it to them, though. They went in like a businessman and they learned the subject inside out, and then it's like a dirty fucking underwear they just put over people's head, and they knew there was money to be made out of it, and that's why they went into it. And is this something to just be made money from, or is this something sacred? What are you trying to tell me? Women are supposed to be getting money from it, but this person is actually taking money away from women. And I'm saying women are supposed to be getting money from this, and this person is taking away money from women, so they're preventing them. How is that? They think they're above it all. Why? Because they signed a contract. Because they sold their soul. Like, no one fucking needs your soul, just so that you know. Like, no one really. Like, they'll could spit on it and make sure his spit doesn't land on your soul, because he'd be appalled if his holy spit touches your soul. But anyway, signed a contract. with the dark beings, and now we're the prettiest, we're the calmest, we have the family that we want, we have the power that we want, that we grabbed unrightfully really fast. We just jumped on that train that was going that way. We knew the direction, we took it, and all we had to do was separate from our relationship or husband or whatever it was, which was a foolish act, but it did get us into this new free life of power hungry beast. Well, death is coming. There's going to be tears. The road to climb up is going to be suspended. There will be no more steps up. Like, there's like nowhere to, you hit the ceiling, it's over. Like, there's nowhere to go. Sorry, buddy. It's disappointing, isn't it? You drank all of it. Like, you drank it all. There's nothing left. Not a drop. So, power's happening. Bye-bye. So, were you kept everything suspended? Everyone's suspended and everything's suspended to your will. That suspension is about to be cut. So you're going to fall down and find out, everybody's going to find out that you're full of shit. Also, everybody's going to find out what you're all about. There's going to be a big tower. You can cut your hand on it. That sword that comes with that tower. Yeah. Your son is going to prefer being with his father versus you. That's going to break your heart. It's okay. You'll be fine. You're going to try to jump over that little fence once again. The problem is they took a key away from you, right? They took the key away from you, and the Wheel of Fortune is turning that away right now. It's turning away from you. Now, let's see, now that we talked to your enemy, what is it that you're going to get? You're going to get a full cup, darling. You're coming out of this darkness where you felt like you were locked up in this room, and you had to think a lot. The beauty about thinking a lot is like you thought through masculine aspect of you and through feminine aspect of you, and you figured out how to sort of navigate the both of this aspect's strength, and you come out victorious just because you had time to think. You're basically entering the card of magician. You are becoming a magician because you've been left in this closed up environment for so long. So you should go and say thank you to that crazy bitch or a crook that did this to you. I don't know who it is, an asshole or a bitch, whatever it is. I don't care. Whatever works for you, whoever you know got you in that loneliness and suspension, you should thank them because of them, you are where you are right now. You're the master. You have ascended to the state of master. Your family's fine. You've mastered your fears. I gotta take that away. Mastered your fears. In what way? Actually, you mastered your fears pretty fast. You mastered your fears by being put into this state of patience, right? Waiting, right? You've been waiting to come out of this shithole. You know, you were not completely poor. It's not like you were living in a shelter, but you could have done better, and it was prevented. So because you've been put in this suspension state, you succeeded. You've learned a lot. So instead of like wasting your time and like being angry or vengeful, regretful, sad, or depressed, you thought. You psychoanalyzed. I don't know. Maybe you're a philosopher now. Maybe you are. What the hell knows? With all those years being alone thinking, yeah, they'll teach you a lot. That's a lot of wisdom. Well, the judgment's coming from the devil and God. I'm not joking. It's coming from those. Like both, literally. Is this like my last short? Yes, it is coming from those. So we got the devil, we got the judgment, and we got the house of God. It's coming. Yeah. Well, and the sword is coming to cut. And what it's cutting is, it's cutting you, right? It's cutting you, your chains. And the way you're depicted here is the devil, which is like the sword of the God and the devil, like of the higher beings and the lower beings, like the universal forces. All of the universal forces are coming to help you out. And they're going to set you free. And when they set you free, what they're actually setting free is the devil himself. Yay, Mr. or Mrs., you have evolved in that solitude. It worked good for you. Yeah, you've tasted the fruit of patience. And then when you're set free, you're going full speed. Like, there's no stopping you. It's like, I don't know how to explain this. It's like, I don't know. It's like when you press a button, right? You're like, you just touch it and you press it, and it just like shoots flying out. That's what happens to you. They cut your chains. It feels like you were chained down. Like you couldn't get out. Was there a spell? Was there witchcraft? Yes, there was. There was a power of mind, power of thought, and will, a desire. Like, I don't know, maybe I wish you blah, 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 blah. And then whoever had that strength of power, it just actually worked. Or I wish you dead, you fucking bitch. And it happened. And in other cases here, it could be a literal work. But the work was done with, I'm telling you, it's a female with masculine energies, or it's a female who asked a male to do it. Definitely not a male. A male didn't do anything here on his own. Couldn't even think about it. Anyway, what we're having here is we're having you coming out of the state of rest. You had so much time to think what to do, and you think, and you figure it out. And whatever it is, you don't know where you're going. And now you're going, and the people are following you. Isn't it interesting? And then most of the people are thinking that you're a fool, and they're having this like quarrel. and they're like, oh, this person's not going to make it, right? Let's just bet on it. But all they're doing is they're just listening to you. So what are you doing, really, honestly, that they're following you so well? But also watching your relationship and they want it to fail. Well, it's not going to happen because the beast is going to be done. Sent to another world. You're going to get your full Ace of Cups into your hand, and you're going Empress.